Welcome to the BoshNRoll channel. If you want to support my daily Eternal Magic offerings while getting amazing perks like the BoshNRoll Discord community, have me play your deck on the channel, or listen sideboard guides before tournaments, check out the Patreon or YouTube membership program. This channel is possible because of these amazing sponsors. Check them out, all their links are in the video description. As always, thanks for being here. Let's go play some Magic. Welcome back to the BoshNRoll channel. Today I'm playing Legacy, and what we have in front of me is Boros Extra Stuff from subscriber Joe. The goal of this deck was to introduce as many game objects that aren't cards or tokens as possible, while also playing as many Universes Beyond as possible. If you think this is insane, don't worry, I have another brew challenge coming down in the next couple of weeks that I can only use Universes Beyond cards in. I'm not looking forward to that. But here in front of me today, what this deck has: a companion. I can reveal that at the start of the game. The Ring tempts me. The City's Blessing. Ring tempts me. In paper, there are stickers. On Magic Online, luckily it's just rolling dice. Storm. Day-Night. Transformers. The Initiative. The Walking Dead. Unfinity, Warhammer 40k, and the Monarch. These are all things that can happen in this deck. Hopefully the screen will be full of nonsense items that we have to keep track of. I've also been told that the paper version of this deck has Suspend and Emblems as things that can happen, plus Doctor Who and Fallout are legal in paper that don't exist on Magic Online. Luckily, we were saved from some of that nonsense. But basically what's going on here is a Boros Stompy deck, Boros Initiative. This is not new. We've got Caves of Chaos Adventure, Seasoned Dungeoneer, Fourth Aerlingus, Ancient Tomb, Chrome Mox, Chalice of the Void, Magus of the Moon. All that sort of stuff is pretty normal. And then we have a bunch of other nonsense to add nonsense to the board with. The idea is simple. Let's see how crazy we can make these board states. I'm going in. This is Boros Extra Stuff from Joe. I'm on the play for round number 1. I've revealed my companion. I have to figure out what this hand actually does. I can cast Namesticker Goblin on turn 1 by pitching Fourth Aerlingus, but that does not cast a Rick Steadfast Leader, nor does Rick do anything with a single Goblin in play. I need humans for that. How quickly can I cast Fourth Aerlingus? I cannot, because if I exile Rick, then I don't have red. If I exile Namesticker Goblin, then I don't have white. I have to mulligan this. Okay, here's a turn 1 Chalice of the Void, turn 2 Caves of Chaos Adventure. This hand looks kind of coherent. I'm going to put probably Comet on the bottom. In neither Comet nor Fourth Aerlingus gets cast by Cavern of Souls. Okay, I'm going to put Comet to the bottom. Just kind of decided that arbitrarily between the two. Ancient Tomb, and there's Chalice of the Void. Let's go. What I don't want to see is Wasteland. Urza Saga. Okay. I will be able to stick my Caves of Chaos Adventure, unless they Chalice for 0, which maybe I should have put Lotus Petal into play already for. Oh, what is this? Oh, it's Saga Storm? Okay. Glad I have Chalice. And I know they're not going to Chalice me on 0. A Lotus Petal, cast that. Cavern of Souls, name Human. And here comes the Initiative. I'm going to search for a Plains. I think Plains is actually the more important color in my deck than Mountain. Plains and Mountain are colors, by the way. Okay, let's see if I'm dead. Let's see if this Saga can get ahead of me. Chalice of the Void, hold the fort. Basic Swamp, another Lotus Petal. 1, 2, 3, 4. The first Saga token will be a 4/4. Opponent was in the tank for a very long time, and then passed the turn. So they clearly had stuff they can do. I'm just going to go for damage here. I want to make them dead. If something like Ad Nauseam is part of their plan, I don't want that to be part of their plan. And I'm going to attack first, in case I flip a land. Exile my top card. This also makes Caves of Chaos Adventure too big for a single Saga token to trade with. Flipped a Fable that I cannot cast. And I'm going to play a second Adventurer, and 5 them down to 8. And I have a blocker for the Saga token. Deal 5 to you. And you're dead on board. Pass the turn. This Saga can make some big O's. I'm going to have to probably chump block one of them. Hope there's not a main deck Shadow Spear. I don't know. I'm just really hoping that Chalice of the Void holds up, because that's my only play in this game. I am F6'd. They can make a creature that's bigger than my creatures. I also don't have to block. I can just go to 8 or whatever and attack back for 12. They did make the Construct. And they got Lion's Eye Diamond. Chrome Mox. Storm is 1. No Imprint. Alright, they're just dumping out Chrome Moxes here, trying to make a big Construct. If they have an Echo of Eons in hand, we could go for a spin here. It would be hard to raw dog at Tendrils even for 3 or 4 Storm, because they can't Dark Ritual, and there's 2 cards left in the hand. It'd have to be like Ancient Tomb into Tendrils. If they do have an engine like Echo of Eons, they might be able to actually put enough artifacts in play that a single construct is lethal. Ooh, they went into combat, started to attack with this, then backed it off. I think they realized that if I don't block, they're just in trouble. Yeah, and they just gotta ride this out. Okay, cool. Chalice is holding the fort. Come on, deck. Let's deliver the goods. Prowl Stoic Strategist. Is that the goods? Galvanic Relay. I don't think that's the goods. Okay, what does this card actually do? Okay. On the front, whenever this attacks, exile up to 1 other target tapped creature or vehicle. Their creatures are not tapped. That doesn't help me. Whenever a player plays a card exiled with Prowl, not to be confused with the mechanic Prowl, you draw a card and convert Prowl. On the backside, which I can cast for 2 and a white, Living Metal, as long as it's my turn, it's a creature. And when it's not my turn, it's not. Can't count on this thing to block. Whenever another creature or vehicle enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1 counter on Prowl. If this happens twice in a turn, convert Prowl. Okay. That's not helpful. I could just fire in here, flip 2 cards, and hope one of them's a Solitude. That seems insanely reckless. I could just cast Prowl face up, block, go into Throne of the Dead 3 next turn. I definitely wish I had gotten Mountain instead of Plains, now that I've drawn 2 red cards in a row after making that decision off the initiative dungeon. Okay. Not a human, by the way. A robot. Cast the front of this. Oh yeah, read it. Take your time, read it. It's here to chump block, I'm not gonna lie. If I can chump the 2 constructs with Prowl and the small Caves of Chaos Adventure, I go into the throne, hopefully I can find a way to find 1 more point. That's what I'm playing towards here. I'm also now at 12, which is 1 less Tendrils Storm that they need to beat me with. And they're untapping into 4 actual mana. But they used up a bunch of Storm last turn. This is a weird game. So far, the nonsense object count is 3, by the way. The initiative makes 2 objects, and then this companion is also just here. 3 nonsense objects. Visible, that we have to keep track of. I just gotta hope their hand is like 3 Dark Rituals. Uh-oh, something's happening. 4 mana in the pool. Oh, Beseech the Mirror. Yeah, that's probably in this deck. It's a mono black Storm deck, why wouldn't it be? Okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They can get to Storm 10. Oh, wow. There's just 2 echoes in the hand. All right. We're doing stuff. They could get to Tendrils for 10 just by beseeching for Beseech, and then put a Tendrils at the end of the chain. I don't know if that is even the line, but it does appear to be happening. I don't know where we're going to end the line. Beseech does want you to cast the spell immediately if you're going to. So they can't, like, bank the Tendrils, add Echo to the Storm count. Oh, I just lose to this. Okay, sure. All right, yeah. Okay. Yep, guys will. Very clearly the correct thing to do here. And then the Lion's Eye Diamond gets up to enough to beseech for Tendrils. Right. It's been a while. Guys will, very obviously. Lethal here. Okay, we were a little short. If they did not lead on Urza Saga, we win this game pretty easily. But they did. And they did a good job not attacking last turn, or they would have gotten smeared. And they both managed the Storm stuff and the combat stuff. And we're back to beseeching. I'm going to make them show me the win. We're already here. There it is. Okay. All right, just a little short. Mindbreak Trap comes in. Oh, Solitude's not even in my main deck. That it would have been one of the cards I was looking for if I had attacked with both Caves of Chaos Adventurer last turn. I probably want the ley lines too. Just pile up anything that might be remotely useful. Here with my 80 card deck, Unlicensed Hearse. Cards that are less useful include, in Boromir's actually the nuts. If an opponent would cast a spell, if no mana was spent to cast it, counter it. Duh. Prowl's bad. Rick's bad. Comet is really good to go under a Chrome Mox. Reckless Stormseeker gives creatures haste and makes them bigger. That's actually insane. I need the Spirit Guides. Magus the Moon is interesting. It does turn off Saga, but it's not very good against the rest of what they're doing. Samwise doesn't matter. Tilanali Summoner doesn't matter. Summoner might be better than Fury. Or Solitude might be better than Fury. If I have to take out big constructs, Solitude is better than Fury. Solitude's probably better than Triumph as well. Okay. Almost the entire sideboard. I left 2 cards alone. Let's do it. I've revealed Yorion. My hand has Leyline, which turns off Beseech the Mirror, or turns off Gaia's Will, but not actually anything else in the deck. And my hand casts a Namesticker Goblin, then does nothing with the mana. It puts Yorion in hand with the mana. I'm going to mulligan this. I think this is just way better. Turn 1 Seasoned Dungeoneer. Yeah, okay. We might just lose, but at least I'm doing something. Hopefully they think the last card in my hand is Mindbreak Trap, and they just chill. Dungeoneer, tutor a mountain, and pass the turn. Fingers crossed. This 80-card deck of mine did crank out an early initiative monster both games. Haywire Might, okay. Lotus Petal, okay. I think I actually have to go into the Lost Well, because I need to be able to block Haywire Might. Scry 2. 4th Air Lingus. That works. I can put Ancient Tomb in my hand with the... No, alright. Ancient Tomb to the bottom, 4th Air Lingus on top. White, red, 1/2. Lingus for 2 horses. Here they come. I'm only attacking with one of them. And Seasoned Dungeoneer. Ended up with an Ancient Tomb in my hand anyway. Motobug. This will give me a 4th stupid object in play. I have the Initiative, the Undercity, the Companion, and the Monarch. My shields are completely down. I do get a draw here if it's Mindbreak Trap. We're running a victory lap. It was not Mindbreak Trap. Academe the Undercrypt. Tapped. Good news. Surge Node. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? I thought we were playing Legacy. Comes in with 6 charge counters. Move a charge counter from Surge Node. Put a charge counter on target artifact. Okay. I don't know what's going on here. Suddenly Dice Factory has entered the game. I'm going to go in the stash, though I do think there is some value to goading the Haywire Might. I still think just having more mana is probably as important. Okay. I'm going to attack first and see where this goes. Dungeoneer, triggered Simian Spirit Guide. I would like to put that card in my graveyard. I don't want to lose 2 life to Ancient Tomb here, so I'm going to fetch. And this removes my ability to play Yori on this turn, even if this Namesticker Goblin goes nutty. But I think it's better than giving them 1 less storm to win with. Namesticker Goblin. I've added stickers to the other stupid things I'm doing. 5. Put Fable into play. And I'm going to bust my treasure to get Yori on. And then pass the turn. Come on, Mindbreak Trap. I need it. I need it. It's a Plains. Okay, we have once again come to the position where we are easily winning on board, but their Saga's about to pop, and then whatever happens, happens. Lion's Eye Diamond. That's a powerful card. The good news is if they have to echo... Okay. They put Tendrils and Besiege in the graveyard. They have to echo. That gives me a bunch of looks at Mindbreak Trap. And there's one right now. Storm is 1. There's Boromir in my hand, too. Not that I need it here, but good one. It would be great if they just whiffed, and I wouldn't have to reveal that I have Mindbreak Trap in my deck. Vault of Whispers is the land drop. Oh, we're just passing. That's interesting. Yeah, I'm just going to try to go to combat and not reveal anything else about my deck here. I have Super Lethal on board. Can't block Dungeoneer. 2 of these trample. Even if they go to 9, they still take minimum 4, 7, 9, 10, 11. Cavern of Souls. I loot away 2 cards. I'm going to get rid of Cavern and Comet. I'll show them that for free. And then I'm going to attack with all my creatures. If they survive this attack somehow, I'll follow up with Boromir. Oh, something's happening. Oh, Orcish Bowmaster, sure. Okay. That's mostly Irrel. It might get them another turn. It's cool we're playing against a Bowmaster Echo deck, because I have one of those in my queue as well. That will be coming out either just before or just after this deck. I'm farming Inspiration here. Still wondering what this Surge Node is about. Okay, they're still dead. Cool. If they wanted another turn, they needed to block one of the non-trample creatures with Haywire Might and gain the 2 life. Then they'd be at 4 right now instead of 0. Or 3 instead of 0. I don't know if they can win that game, but I did get away with that without showing them any of my super secret sideboard deck. I believe my plan is the same. I'm a non-blue Yorion deck. I just have all the good cards in and hope that I draw them. No resistance here. I have a turn 1 Fable. That doesn't seem like enough to actually play this game. I suspect they're probably going to try to send it and nut me this time. They're on 6, I'm on 6. This is my first time on the draw. I'm going to 5. Okay, I will... Oh no, this hand doesn't actually have any resources. Still going to keep it. Let's roll. Seasoned Dungeoneer and Unlicensed Hearse to the bottom. And now I'm a soul land away from playing Caves of Chaos Adventure, going through the Namesticker Goblin to do it. Let's hope they kept a turn 1. Ah, oh my goodness! I was about to say, let's hope they kept a hand that can't beat this, and they did. Undefeated lifetime with Boros extra cards. Let's go. This video is sponsored by Moxfield.com, the easiest way to build Magic decks online. Moxfield supports over 30 formats, including Legacy and everything else you'll see on this channel. There's multiple customizations so you can interact with your deck how you want. Views such as text, grid, or stacks, and groupings like type, subtype, color, color identity, even artist. The site offers light mode, dark mode, and so much more. However you want to see your deck, Moxfield can provide it for you. Follow my Moxfield to keep up with the channel and what I'm playing in paper. I'll see you there. I'm on the play in round 2. I can turn 1 Namesticker into put Yorion in my hand and then not cast it for 2 turns. And I'm going to mulligan this because it does not actually work. This one has turn 2 Reckless Stormseeker and maybe also put Yorion in hand. Yeah, I'm going to keep this and I'm going to bottom Samwise. Okay. Once again, I don't want to see a Wasteland. Yeah, the math is all borked when you try to turn Boros Initiative into a Yorion deck. Because normally you can't just plateau pass as Initiative. Such a bad start. Dragon's Rage Channeler. Okay. In Trouble to a Daze. Not anymore. City of Traders. Chrome Mox. I'm going to exile this 4th Aerlingus. I'll figure that out later. Ooh, maybe I'm supposed to make Chrome Mox first. They pitch Daze to this Force of Negation. That might mean they have 2 Dazes, or it might mean that they're just trying to keep me from getting an initiative body on the ground, and they don't have any other interaction for it. Huh. Alright, well, I'm going to play Namesticker Goblin and see if it gets dazed. That was a 2-for-1 either way. We're in there. Show me the 6. Show me the 6. 4. Fine. Alright, Reckless Stormseeker. Let's go. Exactly the card you expect out of a Namesticker Goblin. Okay, I have introduced Day and Night to the game. The Lonely Werewolf likes to free his mind at night. And I'll attack for 3. Why not? We're here. I'm going to save this Fury. I feel like I can get 2 creatures out of it if I wait, or I might even be able to send the 4th Aerlingus in a different situation. If I had rolled 5 on this Namesticker, I would have just played Fury. Another Volcanic Island, 3 cards in their hand. Counterbalance, yeah, good luck. None of my spells cost a normal amount of mana. Just milled away a Delver. And I'm going to get another turn of Bashing here. I'd love to cast a spell. No luck. I could Fury the DRC out of here. They could reveal Force of Will to that. I'm just going to go to combat and attack with my creatures. And then it will become nighttime because I didn't cast a spell. Yorion to the Grip. Delver's pretty good at casting 2 spells. That is a thing they do, but this does put Stormcharge Slasher out of bolt range as my more important creature. I'll take that. Delver, that's 1 spell. My Patience on Fury being rewarded. Okay. And Mishra's Bauble. It is no longer going to be nighttime. And even with this Bauble in the graveyard, Fury still clears their board. Oof. I can Fury and then also Caves of Chaos Adventurer. I think I'd rather Caves than 4th. Okay. I'm going to pitch 4th Aeroligus and hope Force of Will's not on top of their deck right now. This is a random reveal. They're just fetching. That's interesting. They could have bobbled to see if it was Force and then decided to fetch. Thundering Falls does also provide selection, though. They had multiple ways. They could have gotten 3 looks here and went with 1. They binned Scalding Tarn. This is random. Do I have to quit Magic? Please don't do it to me. Hey, now they're bobbling me. Daze on top of the deck. Okay, coast is clear. I have won this game. I'm calling it now. Kill all your creatures, resolve an initiative monster. It's going to have haste, and I know you're drawing a spell that doesn't help. Yeah, okay. They're good. They know that they're done. Solitudes are coming in. Unlicensed Host is coming in. I got to find 5 cuts. Magus of the Moon's probably safely 3 of them. They have red removal in their deck. Deck's full of lightning bolts. What am I trying to do with the Magus of the Moon? The Galvanic Relay, I actually wish this was a suspend card. Just literally any suspend card. Give me a Rift Bolt over this Galvanic Relay. We're almost never going to storm out. Basically, like, this, the best this will ever be is if we have, like, Chrome Mox, Lotus Petal, Ancient Tomb, turn 1, and then we flip 3 cards for next turn. I'm pretty low on that happening. I think Rick and Galvanic Relay can be the cuts here, because I'm also boarding out 3 humans. See you later, Rick. Let's go. This is a turn 1 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I am going to keep this, even though it is risky. I have to pitch 2 cards, but I end up with perfect mana, because I can pitch 2 gold cards. And I don't think this gets better if I mulligan. Thundering Falls tapped. Kept the card. Horrifying. I'd love just some low impact card I can pitch. Oh, that's not it. That's a high impact card that I don't want to pitch. A Plains Chrome Mox. Though them leading on this and not a creature makes me kind of tempted to try to 4th here. Comet's definitely the first pitch. And then I can pitch one of these Fables and try to get the Monarch. I still think I'd rather have Fable, though. Introducing the Monarchy versus Delver is just so risky. Okay, perfect mana on the Chrome Moxes. Ready to die to a Meltdown. If they daze this, they have to pick up a tap land. Okay, they did daze it. They kept their last card on top. They can't daze the next one. And hopefully I'm just dropping Haymakers from here. Don't melt me down. Scalding Tarn. Volcanic Island. Okay, Dragon's Rage Jailer is not Meltdown. Tillinolly Summoner is in my hand now. That's certainly a card that I have. I'm going to name Human. And I'm going to cast Fable. I play Tillinolly Summoner in my Corvold Casual EDH deck. It's kind of a banger. Whenever this attacks, you can pay X plus red. If you do make X 1/1 red elemental creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, then you have to exile them unless you have the City's Blessing. And you get the City's Blessing by having 10 permanents in play. 10 or more. Force of Will is a beat. Pitch to Brainstorm. They've got a tap land and 2 mystery cards in their hand. And I've got Tillinolly Summoner ready to follow up here. It doesn't have haste or anything on its own. It's a pretty dinky little 1/1. Opponent's got a Wasteland. Hate that for me. Oh, and a Melt. Oh, no. Oh, yeah, yike. Well, that's bad. I didn't want to see either Meltdown or Wasteland, and they have both. I'll see if I draw a Mountain right now. And if I can start just slowly summoning my way back into this game. All right. That's not going to happen. Okay. At the Pro Tour, I would play that out. But in a Magic Online League, we're dead enough that I can stop. Same deck going back in. Because I guess if I draw a Fury, I can stabilize and then I have to draw lands and spells from there versus Delver. I don't know. I'm off it. I need a better start than I had that game. And my start was actually good, though. They just had multiple pieces of interaction. Okay, Triumph of St. Catherine in my hand. I have a turn 1 Fable. I am going to keep this. Let's see if they want to force the negation of Chrome Mox this game. They were willing to do it last game, which is something that I think about often when I play against these sort of decks. It's like, is this the spot I'm supposed to interact? Fable of the Mirror Breaker. I can cast this next turn and Seasoned Dungeoneer. Or this turn, Seasoned Dungeoneer next turn. Let's see what kind of disruption they have. From here, that was a Force Pitching a Brainstorm. Mishra's Bauble. Looking at my top card. They're sculpting out how they want to interact here. And the answer is Ponder. Okay. I hope they saw a Cavern of Souls. That's my best draw right now. Though Simian Spirit Guide also plays around Daze. Cavern's way better, though. City of Traders. All right, well, I'm casting Seasoned Dungeoneer, and then I can cast Triumph of St. Catherine next turn. Just keep ramming threats in until something works. We're in. Well, that just worked right away. You love to see it. I'll tutor a mountain and let the fur fly. We're on board with the Seasoned Dungeoneer. Oh, there's also attractions in the real version of this, the paper version. Mechanic that is completely unsupported on Magic Online. The cards don't exist. The mechanic's not coded. Never going to happen. But that is an aspect of Joe's real-life version. They've got Dragon's Rage Channeler and a land. The land does give them Delirium if they choose to crack it. I'm going to Forge. I just want to race here. And I'm going to attack before I do anything else. The attack is happening. They can get flying if they want it. Namesticker Goblin, I would like to put that into the graveyard. Probably not a useful card to me right now. And we're going to poke the initiative back and forth a bit here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Lotus Petal lets me play around Daze. All right, this is exactly how you want to cast Triumph of St. Catherine. That's the one of in your deck. But here it is. Warhammer's been added to the list of nonsense that has been cast this league. Also a human, by the way. If I had a Cavern, would be nice. Dragon's Rage Channeler, also a human. Just human on human combat all over the place. And the Triumph resolved. We have huge bodies in play. Whatever else happens here, huge bodies has been achieved. I imagine we'll see them fetch the Thundering Falls. Yes, indeed. And they kept the card. Hate that. They can take the initiative here and get a tutor for a basic land. Hopefully my 2 giant creatures can smash it back. Not only can they get the initiative, they have to, because Dragon's Rage Channeler has to fight. Land pre-combat. This makes me nervous. Oh, suddenly green. Hidden up till now. Questing Druid as a card. Just a regular old creature. That makes me think maybe they have a 1-mana bounce spell. If they can chump Triumph and bounce Seasoned Dungeoneer and try to protect the initiative. I can replay Dungeoneer and get the initiative back that way. That was an interesting sequence. Or they're just dying and need to do literally anything here. I would accept that as an answer over a bounce spell. Attack with my creatures, let's find out. I can target Triumph. Yeah, I'm going to target the creature with lifelink for sure. Let's go. Comet Stellar Pup. I do not want to put that in the graveyard. I would love to draw that card, thank you. They do have Stern Dismissal. Okay. Did have everything we were worried about. They do have a big creature. They can chump it if they want to keep the initiative. It seems like they do. Comet's on top of my deck, which means I'm going to play out the city so I don't have to shuffle and refire Cath. I could get Yori in here, but Comet's the plan now. Whether they Forge or Lost Well is going to be really interesting. If they Lost Well to try to get control of this game or Forge to just try to get it done, they're going into Lost Well. That makes me happy because they're not able to just tempo me out with the cards that they have, which is always possible when you have a flying 5/5. Brainstorm, hate that, basically cheating. I thought we were having a good game here. Now they get to look at all these cards, just take the best ones. Build away a Chain Lightning. I like that burning me out is not their plan. I am concerned that Murktide Regenting me might still be their plan. They are actually just dead here, though, if Seasoned Dungeoneer connects. Is it 6+5 is their life total, and I get the initiative back and we trap? Yeah, I'm not going to mess with Triumph getting protection. Wasting my City of Traders, okay. Delver of Secrets, 1 card left in their hand. Have to attack. Okay, I have a land drop to make here and play around Daze. I'm going to fetch. Get Plateau, play Comet. Unfinity has now officially happened. Okay, Undercity, Initiative, Unfinity, Warhammer are all happening right now. All right, Comet, what are you doing? Nobody knows yet. Deal damage. What is actually happening? I have to choose a target. I rolled a 5. This deals damage equal to its loyalty to target creature or player. Well, if I go 5 to their dome, yeah, that actually opens up basically everything here. I'm going to target Triumph now. Now that they're at 6 instead of 11. We got a GG in the chat. I would like to put Lotus Petal in the graveyard. Now I have 2 6-power creatures. They're both lethal individually, and I get going to the trap. Somehow, still undefeated with Boros cards. Let's go. Introducing Club GG, the mobile platform that lets you create your own poker clubs and play with your friends anywhere. Creating a club is easy. Just download the app, set up your club, and invite your friends. If you're looking for more competition, Club GG offers an optional subscription model, giving you the freedom to choose. Becoming a Club GG member unlocks access to compete for real prizes at a fixed monthly fee and no additional cost to play. Download Club GG now and join thousands of fellow poker enthusiasts. Use code BOSH for a free 7-day trial standard membership. Club GG, where the fun of poker meets the thrill of competition. Suitable for adults 18 and over. Visit us at clubgg.net. I'm on the draw in round 3. I've revealed Yorion, and I am going to keep this hand that has the potential to cast 2 Fable of the Mirror Breakers on turn 1. A Bayou. Turbo Depths has been making a resurgence lately. Oh, this is probably Cradle Control if it's a Bayou into Hierarch. Okay, 4th Aerolingus. I'm going to hold on to that for a big blast next turn. I'm going to Chrome Mox pitching one of the Fables, and then I'm going to name Sticker Goblin and hope they don't have Snuff Out. We're in there, and big 6s. Wait. I was just going to slam Fable, but I could also 4th Aerolingus for 5 here. Yeah, do that. Get the heck out of here. How about this? Shablam. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to leave back 1 horse here, which does give them an extra turn of the game, but also makes it so I don't lose the lose the Monarch to a single removal spell. Oh yeah, turn 1 win, sighting. Wee-oo. Okay, I think they're Cradle Control. I'm going to bring in these Solitudes. And what is less good? I think the Galvanic Relay is actually just going to come out every round, and I am going to confidently say the deck is misbuilt, even for the being goofy. If we wanted to be goofy, put a suspend card here, or just something else. This Relay is just bad. Magus the Moon actually solid. Boromir probably does very little here. The Indestructible and the Ring Tempts Me is not nothing, but the zeros probably are pretty close to nothing. This could be a Rick game. I'm not going to cut Rick. If we get into something scrappy, First Strike and Lifelink on all my squad is a big deal. Jealous of the Void isn't great, but it's also not bad. I have to leave Sam in to have a chance of the Ring tempting me now that I've cut Boromir. I could bring in Unlicensed Hearse to control the size of Fiend Artisan a little bit. I'm going to put that in the maybe pile. I think Triumph is probably kind of slow and bad here, though it is a human. Reckless Stormseeker is a human on the front, but not a human on the back. Confusing the hell out of Rick. And I'm going to shave 1 Chalice of the Void. That's just where I am. I like the rest of the cards. Can't believe I just declined playing 2 turn 1 Fable of the Mirror Breakers because I had a better play. That's funny. Okay, this looks really good against the creature deck, whatever their creature deck actually is. I'm going to keep. They have the ability to wipe out lots of creatures. I don't know if this Unlicensed Hearse is actually going to be good. I know Wasteland comes in and out of this deck as an option. All right, Fiend Artisan's here. Wasteland might be, or Hearse might be playable. I'd rather do something else, though. If I can draw the mana to play one of these things. All right, there's Rick. Ancient Tomb, zap out this hearse. It's not great, but it's here. It does keep Fiend Artisan in Fury range. They're fetching in the end step, probably for Dryad Arbor, unless it's a Surveil land. Those are the reasons they'd fetch now. Surveil land confirmed. Unlicensed Hearse at the ready. Into Fiend Artisan. Okay. Didn't need another one of those. Cradle with no creature. Uh-oh. We got incredible ... in the chat. I agree. I don't know what's happening, but here we are. Come on, 3-drop. Uh-oh. All right. I can put Yorion in my hand, and that gives me something to pitch to Solitude without losing one of my threats. All right. I just need one more mana. I should specify it has to be colored. I need one more something. Oh, they're passing without a play. They must have been counting on that Once Upon a Time to find their mana. Come on, land. Oh my goodness. All right. Who do I want here? It's Comet. It's got to be Comet. That's the funniest one for sure. The pop. I'm popping off. Comet. What just happened? Okay, great. I whiffed. All right, fine. I guess that's fine. I'll deal with it. Fourth Aerlingus was almost certainly the correct play, but Comet's really funny. They're tapping Cradle and then untap Cradle. That doesn't do anything yet. Reclaimer. All right, I can kill that soon. Cradle. Cradle. Are they going to drop that Fiend Artisan? Collector Oof. All right, well, I'll exile Cradle in response, and then I'm going to wipe out their entire life with this Fury. Draw for turn. Caracas. I can just cast Fury. Don't even have to pitch it to anything. Let's go. A Fury. There it is. Cradle back down to 0 mana. Boop, boop. Delete the squad. Activate Comet. Made some squirrels. And do I want to gas up the hearse and attack here? I think I do. Let's just get this game over. An attack for 6 versus control the creatures in their graveyard that probably don't matter this turn. We're doing it. All it took was my opponent hitting a fail rate of their deck to develop it all. Another guy is great. Just legend roll straight to the graveyard. See you later. And through strange circumstances, we're still undefeated. Keep this run going. The NYSE Open is a prestigious, long-running vintage tournament based out of New York City. It's returning again this summer, June 22nd, 2024 in Plainview, New York. This 15 proxy event has a $500 entry. That's a lot of money, but what are we playing for? First place gets a Black Lotus. Second through 8th place get Time Twister, Time Walk, and all 5 Moxen. At 115 players, a playset of Bizarre Baghdad is added to the prize pool. At 135, 4 Mishra's Workshops. At 155, 4 foil Gaia's Cradle. This prize pool is better than Eternal Weekend. If you think it's worth playing for, sign up for the event on melee.gg or use the link in the video description, and I will definitely see you there. I'm on the draw for round number 4, and I have a Chalice of the Void start with a lot of mana. Doesn't currently pay out, but I have a lot more payouts in the deck than I do good hands full of explosive mana. I'm going to keep this and let the top of the deck roll off, and hope the Chalice of the Void holds the fort in the meantime. Basic Island, Ponder. Okay, Chalice of the Void tends to be good against decks that want to do this. I would know. Did not shuffle their library. Galvanic Relay. Oh no. This is almost a relay hand. Ancient Tomb, Chalice of Void Storm is 1. Petal, Chromux, Spirit Guide, flip 3 cards. I give up. I'm going to do this, even though I'm not convinced it's correct at all. It would be sick if they force the Chalice, actually. Then I get an extra Storm. Okay. I end up with 4 mana on turn 2 here. And then I also just get a bunch of looks at a threat, which was the thing I identified that this hand was missing. All right, Galvanic Relay. This is your chance. Got one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. All right, flipping 4 cards. Seasoned Dungeoneer, Mountain, Telephone Summoner, Boromir. Oh yeah, opponent. You're in here with me. I'm not in here with you. What is going on? Okay, let's see what they can do about all this information. My Chalice being in is a nice comfort on top of having just flipped a bunch of cards. As it's possible, Chalice is just good, even if the rest of this doesn't do anything. Cycling Street Wraith. Oh, okay, we're Doomsday? Is that what's going on? Yeah, Lotus Petal, Street Wraith, Basic Island. This feels like Doomsday. Oh no, they're a Teferi build of Doomsday, and they're going to be able to remove my Chalice. Life is Pain. Or my Chromox, that's even worse. Okay, now I have to actually draw a colored spell if I want to get the initiative next turn. Lotus Petal. Alright, gonna have to work through a Teferi. I can play these cards this turn. They've unlocked. Alright, cool. I can Spirit Guide forever. Now I have to decide if Seasoned Dungeoneer or Boromir is a more useful card. And I think it's pretty clearly Seasoned Dungeoneer. Last card in hand, fetch a white source. And Dungeoneer time. Everything else resolved so far. Okay, we're in here. I can get a Plains now and have double of both colors available. And can't play these cards because I have no mana. Though I appreciate Magic Online's enthusiasm of telling me I can play them. They know my hand is a Plains, I'm going to F6. Plus Teferi, play a land. The One Ring, okay. That doesn't protect Teferi, and I can still attack and get some selection, but they are building up to a very nice Doomsday situation. Okay, do I want to Forge if Teferi's dead anyway? Yeah, I'm going to Forge. It's pressuring their life total matters. If they're a Doomsday deck, which I believe they are, do not put forth Aerlingus into my graveyard. That's a good one to be on top. Teferi's dead. Yorian's in the hand. Go. They got a Doomsday through a Chalice of the Void. One Ring is pretty good at doing that. They One Ringed first. To get black, black, black here, and 2 Lotus Petals already used, they would need Cabal Ritual. Because Dark Ritual shut down. The turn's being passed. Okay, let's go. I am going to Trap. They don't have protection from everything, which means it's safe to do this. And I can play around Daze. Or I can pitch Yorion and go 1 deeper, 6. Yeah, this is lethal, even if I do play around Daze. Lethal Horse is on the stack. Oh my goodness, this deck's unbeatable. A Doomsday is the vibe. A 3-color Teferi 1 ring build of Doomsday is what I understand is happening here. Mindbreak Trap is not always good against Doomsday, but if they do have a big send it turn, I could catch them. It's just the interaction I'm going to have. Galvanic Relay had a moment of heroism, came up with a great Twitter screenshot, and now I'm going to continue boarding it out every round. Prowl Rick. Magus actually looks good. Triumph's pretty mid. Yeah, I'm going to cut Triumph here. Let's do it. I've got Chalice and a fast initiative creature. This is just a honest to goodness Boros initiative hand, and I am going to play it, of course. Opponent's also on 7. Let's party. I'm going to F6 while I don't have a Mindbreak Trap in hand, so they just don't even think about it. Because they're not going to play around it if they don't see it. And if I don't have it, I don't want them thinking about it. They might have it in the future. And turn 1 Doomsday, and Mindbreak Trap would have got this. Just putting that out there. For the historical record, that is 3 spells. Let's see if they can convert this, or if this is a pass pile. Where are we going? I am going to take a gaze upon their deck here, and I will screenshot it in case it comes up. I see a Beseju, Force, Consider. Okay, yeah, they're just jamming. Milling a backup Doomsday, LED, Street Wraith, Sack. Okay, Mindbreak Trap would have actually just completely obliterated them here, not just countered the Doomsday, but would have actually won the game. Okay, cool. Got turn 1. That's why we played 3. Only fair, I turn 1 to somebody last round. I'm going to, and I guess Solitude. If I compare cards that do literally nothing to Solitude, like if I'm talking about Samwise and Tilinali Summoner, and in Reckless Stormseeker doesn't do literally nothing. There was a lot of double, triple negatives in there. It does something, is what I'm trying to say, because haste, surprise haste versus a Doomsday pass pile actually matters a lot. If they try to go really fast and hard and end up with an Oracle with 1 card left in their library, Solitude can actually get a blowout there. I think that's better than Summoner and Samwise. Obviously, I'm cutting all the meme cards. But we are somehow 3-0 with a game 3 against Doomsday on the line, and I'm going to play serious as I can, given the tools at my disposal. I think Boromir's really good. I think Fourth Aerlingus is really good. Chalice is fine. Comet. And I really hate cutting threats from the deck, because that's what you really need to be doing. Maybe the answer is not 4 Solitude. Maybe it's just bring in 2 Solitude over the cards that are full blanks and leave in cards that could do stuff. Okay, here we go. This hand has nothing. Turn 2, uncounterable initiative. Probably too slow. Mulligan. This is the same hand, but now it's counterable. Mulligan. Ugh. Chalice of the Void, but I can only cast it on 0. I would need to draw a mana source. I'm already on 4. Or no, I'm on 5. Okay. Opponent kept 6. Okay, I am going to keep this. Put back Fury and Fury. And I'm going to Chalice, or I'm going to Chrome Mox, exiling Comet, and then play Chalice, and just hope I draw an Ancient Tomb. It sucks that Chalice on 0 bricks so many cards in my deck, but I hope I bought myself some time here with this Chalice on 0. Their fastest draws all involve Lion's Eye Diamond, or some number of Lotus Petals. And they agree, Force Pitching, Lorgan revealed, and I'm just going to pass here. Probably going to end up dying to my mulligan, but if that slows them down enough for me to draw an Ancient Tomb next turn, we can play. Lotus Petal, yep. Come on, deck, Ancient Tomb off the top. Simian Spirit Guide, that's half an Ancient Tomb. That's the turn. All right, now any land gets me at least playing the game. They fetched Undercity Sewers, getting that card selection. Sweet, sweet card selection. Been to land, which means they're not hurting for mana. Okay, the 2 cards I would accept drawing are a land or a Mindbreak Trap. Brainstorm. Unreasonable. There should be a rule that if your opponent walls to 5, you can't cast Brainstorm. You just cycle it. Instead of Brainstorm, you just discard it and draw a card. It's too good. All right, deck, let's go. Some action. Okay, Plateau, Simian Spirit Guide, and Fable the Mirror Breaker. If any card can bring me back from the precipice, it's this one. We're in there. They might have set up a win for next turn. If they didn't, I'm at least doing stuff. Can't wait to cast a second main Reckless Stormseeker next turn. Another Brainstorm after not shuffling the first. Just want to keep seeing some of those cards over and over again. They must be close to a combo here. They are fetching this time, and they do have 3 mana available. It's not black. Teferi bouncing Goblin Shaman's pretty good. Okay, went for the Goblin. I draw 1 card, and then I have a Fable trigger. If this is a mana source, okay, I'm just going to decline Fable. No. Cavern on Human, and I get to clear Teferi. Heck yeah. The Haste Wolf is here. Targets itself, and I will attack Teferi. I think clearing Teferi is worth it over going after their life total, because if they plus Teferi, they can Doomsday in the end step, and their life total doesn't matter. Ponder. Okay, I'm F6, let's party. Fable and Mirror Breaker start making extra werewolves in the near future. Oh wait, Werewolf can target Fable, and then I can copy Werewolf. I can give this haste. I don't even know if that does anything, but it is there. I can just attack for 5. Or attack for 6. 5. Nope, 5. 5 is the correct number. Yo. MBT, you know me. Beginning of combat, target reflection of Kiki Jiki. With the haste mode. Source of Plowshares, you coward. Alright, fine. I'll put Yorion in my hand and hope that this Mindbreak Trap gets a moment to shine, because I was hellbent just a moment ago. And suddenly, things are happening. If they just go all in on another Lion's Eye Diamond Oracle line, this is the moment where this could work. Solitude. Not super interested in that. I'm just going to attack for 2. Get to work on that life total. Brainstorm. That's 1. 1 card. 1 spell. If it's somehow worth it to me to attack for 3 instead of 2, I can pitch Solitude and copy it before it dies, and then I have a Solitude I can attack with for the turn if I need to clear 2 creatures, or they are at an odd number of life. The 1 extra point could matter somewhere, theoretically. Dark Ritual, that's 2. I'm not going to fight over the Doomsday. I want them to commit. They might be able to make a line that's more stable, but I kind of hope that they just send it here. And this is one of those things that's always on the line when you play against Doomsday. Do you fight over the Doomsday, or can you beat the Oracle pile? Whatever it is, make sure you make that decision quickly. If you think about this Doomsday, you're going to hint off that you have something you could do. And I just clicked on it immediately. Go for it. Resolves. The trap is on. Hilariously, they go to 6 when this resolves. Oh no, they would have been at 7 if I didn't attack with Kiki Chika. I was about to say the end step Solitude, copy it, untap, make another copy of Solitude is exactly 6, but they would be at 7 if I didn't attack, so. The Doomsday has resolved. I don't even need to look at the pile. I will just have to Mindbreak Trap the Oracle when it shows up. That's where we are. Okay, they've made the pile. And shit, they made a pass pile. I hate that. Oh, they play 2 spells. I could put them to 1 here. Wow, I could put them to 1. They can't fetch, they can't Wraith. They can't force. Okay, I mean, this is pretty good. I wish it was still nighttime. That would have been just straight up lethal. Okay, put you to 1. And I have Mindbreak Trap. This will be the tightest win that there is if they make it happen. Could not be tighter. And I even have Solitude plus Yorion if they go for a thin pile that doesn't totally empty the deck, because now they can't Wraith. Okay, Edge of Autumn, not a spell. Brainstorm is a spell. That's 1. That's 2. Thassa's Oracle. Mindbreak Trap that. 2 cards still in the deck. Daze. Okay. They're going to get me there. But the Solitude is live. Please don't have another counter. Solitude pitching Yorion. This last second sideboard Solitude. Are we going to do it? They can't force. Has to be Daze. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Do they have Ephemerate? They have a white floating? Okay. 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 We got the GGs in the chat. Holy smokes, we've got a trophy match coming. Just beat Doomsday with Yorion Storm Stompy. Let's go. Welcome to TopDeck.gg, your community's home for everything competitive Magic has to offer. If you're hosting an event, playing for a huge prize, or advertising your events to thousands of players, we've got you covered. Using intuitive pairing software, playing Magic is a breeze. Players just have to sign up online, then scan the QR code in-store. Give competitors the gift of perfect information as their bracket updates in real time. The self-reporting software saves you time and leaves paper match slips in the past. Leave the heavy lifting to TopDeck.gg so your community can relax and focus on playing Magic. I'm on the play in the final round against Larson, who is on the trophy leaderboard, like on the top page if you look, and also historically, I believe this is a Cephalid Breakfast player. My hand is not keepable in any matchup. At least I got that going on. This is actually really interesting. I have, I'm 1 mana short of, I could just Lingus for 1 on turn 2. I can Chalice on 1, Lingus on 2. Yeah, I'm going to keep this and bottom 1 of the name stickers. Plains, Chromox, Exile, Goblin, and Chalice for 1. It's in there. Let's see what they're up to. Is it the usual? Island and pass. Okay. Seasoned Dungeoneer. That's a great follow-up. If I could find a mana source. 4th Air Lingus is on the stack. Basically playing Delver right now. Force of Will pitching Narcomoeba. Okay, they are on Cephalid Breakfast, and my next mana source is a doozy. If I can curve out like this, we've got a chance. Plains. Stoneforge Mystic. Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no, the juke, the juke. I imagine we'll see Cauldra here and not anything else. Yep, Cauldra confirmed. Come on, deck. All right, well, I mean, I'm casting my spell. Exile Spirit Guide. Seasoned Dungeoneer. This is a dangerous race in which they get the first attack. My deck does play removal. Grab a mountain, and, oh, I still have a land drop, don't I? Don't want to miss that. Alrighty, Cauldra takes the initiative here, puts me to 15. I crack back, they crack back. Yeah, okay. We're just going to be in a race where I'm just looking for some sort of direct damage or haste to supplement my race. Urza Saga is bad for me. That puts a Shuko into play through the Chalice if they ever come up with an Illusionist. All right, here comes Big Cauldra. Not blocking. Enjoy the initiative. Is there a basic left in the deck? There's 2 in play already. There is a third island in the deck. Okay. Come on, bangers. That's a banger. Okay. I get more damage if I play Caves of Chaos Adventurer first. Because I forge, then attack, and then also trap. That was a big banger. Banger of a draw. Bangers on bangers. Forge onto Seasoned Dungeoneer. Attack. Oh, wait. Why did I think... Oh, shit. It was literally the opposite. I'm supposed to attack first. Damn it. All right. Prowl is the top card of my deck, which I have to read because Exiling the Cauldron Germ actually is super relevant. But I'm pretty sure I'll be too far behind. Where is this card? I'm looking at every window. Yeah, that was literally the opposite of how I'm supposed to do this. I'm supposed to attack, get the initiative, play my creature. This does more damage, but fuck. All right. Can you tell I don't play this mechanic? Okay. Whenever Prowl attacks, exile up to one other tapped creature or vehicle. Okay, so Cauldron attacks me for 5 here, and then I play Forge. All right, I am going to put Forge in the graveyard. I don't think I have time for that. Yeah, I could have... they could be at 15, but I'm in the trap, so they would actually be at 10, and I would have a bigger blocker. Yeah. I knew there was something there, and I just did it full backwards. Whoops. We will see if that comes back to haunt me. If there's an Illusionist in the hand, it's probably just not even going to matter what I do. Teferi Time Raveler is also a really good card here. Yikes. All right. Teferi has arrived, clearing out my bigger creature. They still have to attack if they want the Monarch, or the initiative, whatever this is. We all know I have no idea what these things are. If they're holding an Illusionist, I think they just win. And they're going for Forge, which if they forge onto Stoneforge, that trades with Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Yeah, I am just dead next turn if Cauldron connects and they go into trap. But let's pretend the same thing happens, and I did what I was supposed to do last turn. I could attack into the archive, then play the Seasoned Dungeoneer into the throne and get a trigger. Yeah, it was actually a huge spew, the way the game is playing out. And it was wrong even if I'm unpunished, but huge spew. Confirmed. Okay, I'm going to attack here. I'm going to attack my opponent because attacking Teferi does not matter. The game will be over one way or the other way before that comes up. They're fetching. Ooh, a Meticulous Archive. Chuck to Daze. They will take their trade here. I trample over for 1. I get the initiative. I go into the trap. And then I can play my land for turn. I could block and not be dead and end up in the Throne of the Dead 3. Okay. That is now the plan. If they just cephalid me here, GG. If I block Throne of the Dead 3, see what happens. Okay, making a construct is probably good news, all things considered. If there's a removal spell like Aether Spellbomb in their Saga package, but I've never seen Cephalid make room for that. It's normally a pretty tight package. Oh, Shuko makes this lethal. Just combat. Bummer. Wait, I take 2. No, it doesn't. Why can't I do math? Okay, block. I take 2. They zap me for 5. And then I can play another thing, end up in the throne, and hope something good comes out. Okay, I'm at 3. Could be in the throne here. And their life total could be lower. In the alternate universe where I played correctly. Follow up Stoneforge Mystic. Probably only another Shuko left to get with that thing. And I just gotta hope their hand does not contain Force of Will. Okay, I need Throne of the Dead 3 to deliver the Haste Werewolf. Is that what I want? And if that is what happens, who would I rather attack with? Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Yeah, so I'm going to Caves of Chaos Adventurer, try to spike the Haste homie. And then that gets to flip a card that I can play for totally free. They do have 5 points of block. But attacking with Seasoned Dungeoneer, even if it gets up to 5, isn't lethal anyway. So I actually need to hit the Haste. I need this to resolve. I need to hit the Haste homie. And then I need to play a good card off of this thing's attack trigger. All right, Throne, let's go. Haymaker Magic. Fury. Okay. Fury comes in and kills these 2 things. No, it doesn't. It kills, hold up. It kills Teferi. Oh my god. Construct and Teferi will die to Fury. Oh, right, and Fury's heckin' large because of the words on Throne of the Dead 3. Okay, Teferi and Construct are dead. And I can absorb a hit from Cauldra with this Fury. Yeah, I need them not to have an Illusionist, because I am otherwise stable and about to cast an extra spell. Cauldra does exile the Fury, but I'm not dead, which is the important thing. Okay. 6 on the Cauldra, that still gets absorbed by Fury. They can't play the other Shuko because of Chalice. Oh, right, they can put it in like that. Uh-oh. Yeah, Stoneforge Mystic. Every trick at the disposal here. Okay, so this would get them the initiative back, which draws a card. I'm still not dead. Okay, I go to 1, and you draw a card. And then I go to my turn, and I get a big flip off Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Can't tap Ancient Tomb anymore. And if the card they draw here is Illusionist, they win the game. And if they go into Throne of the Dead 3, they have a very good chance of hitting Illusionist. Can't let that happen. All right, come on, handful of 1-drops, handful of 1-drops. Give me a turn to try to do something here. I need it. Okay, it looks like I am getting a turn. Another Caves of Chaos Adventurer. Target Cleric, Rogue, Warrior, or Wizard. This is a human barbarian. I can't put an additional +1 on this. Not yet. Okay. I'm going to attack with my Caves of Chaos Adventurer, who gets a flip, and this card is free. I hope it's a good one. Chromox, goddammit. And it looks like I'm going to end up 1 damage short here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. That's not enough. 7, 8. If I had more life, I could Yori on here. I don't. If I had more life, they'd actually be dead. The Stoneforging in the second Shuko to get 1 point on me under this Ancient Tomb is actually going to save them. A Forge Lost Well trap. Yep. Actually 1 life point short here, 1 turn late. If I had sequenced that initiative stuff correctly early on, I would have won this. Okay, yeah, exactly 1 dungeon room behind Tough Beats. Leyline's coming in, Hearst coming in, Solitude coming in. Triumph of St. Catherine, not good here. Prowl was almost relevant. If it had haste, it would have been great. Relay. I gotta cut all the goofy stuff. Sorry, team. It is what it is. The ring's not going to tempt me. I'm not going to get the City's Blessing, but I'm playing for a trophy against a busted combo deck. Rick. Lifelink is good. No. All right. I have too many things I'm bringing in for Rick to stay in. Comet's fine. All right, Prowl's got to go. I like the haste thing. I like the Magus of the Moon. I like all the initiative things. I like the Chalice. If I cut Comet, I will be down another white card. I mean, I'm already a Yorion deck. I could just play 81. Build an 81 card deck with Leyline of the Void in it. There's got to be a cut. And I suspect I'm actually going to cut a Name Sticker Goblin. I'm not funneling that mana very hard into anything important, and I don't want to lower my white count any more than I already have. All right, that game was competitive and came down to a punt. I will keep this. I love a turn 1 Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And then I have Unlicensed Hearse in the bank for stopping combos in the future. A Petal, Tomb, 1, 2, 3, Fable. And we're in there on the Fable. Pass the turn. They'll probably have all their removal in here. Okay, Ponder's fine. Ponder chose to shuffle. Good news. City of Traders. I'm going to loot away Ancient Tomb and City of Traders. Okay, they can't win off of 2 mana. I'm going to do the Forever Imprint of Simian Spirit Guide, and I'm going to 4th Aerolingus for 1. They are a Daze deck, and if I get the Monarch, that's enough for me. But if you fend this off, I want it to cost 2 cards. We're in. Attack with my creatures, get the Monarch, get a treasure, hopefully find an answer to Stoneforge Mystic, which is now my greatest concern. That's an answer to Stoneforge Mystic. I guess if they're a build with Lotus Petal, they could go off right now. Flooded Strand, Shuko, and pass. Okay. That was a small investment in potential combo. I could cast Leyline of the Void here. And I'm not going to do that. because Unlicensed Hearse does the same thing. Okay, I'm going to start with Hearse. If they force this, I will cast the Leyline. Fetching in response. Plow in the graveyard. If they have Force and Daze, okay, Force Pitching Illusionist. Hardcast Leyline of the Void. That's in. Draw a card. It's white. Okay. Base is covered in a variety of ways here. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. One game away from a trophy with this monstrosity. And Boromir does turn off all their forces. Is that better than Namesticker? Namesticker gets me up into Caves of Chaos Adventurer or Fury. Yeah, I think white is more important than red with the Solitudes versus this deck. Yeah, I'm just going to make that change. I have one Namesticker Goblin left. I have to mulligan this. It's not good enough. I have turn 1 Chalice, but it leaves me with just Cavern for mana, and then I could Solitude 2 things, but if they're not just all in on a combo, it doesn't matter. Corner Cap 7, I'm going to mull. I'll keep this. This is a turn 2 Dungeoneer, and I'm going to bottom Comet. I think between Comet and 4th Aerlingus, I'd rather cast 4th Aerlingus. I'd be bummed out to see a Nomad's Encore in play right now, or a Shuko. Uh-oh. We might just get goldfished. Unlicensed Hearse off the top. Magus of the Moon. Interesting. I could cast this Magus, and then I can't really do anything else for the rest of the game. Because I can't get this basic Plains under in time. What does this even do? It turns off white mana for Stoneforge Mystic. It turns off... Okay, I am going to try the Magus. This turns off Stoneforge Mystic and Urza Saga. If they just play any land and Illusionist here, we're dead though. Yeah, there's a Tundra. Yep, the Goldfish. I'm going to F6 and make them show me a win, though I'm sure it's there. Triumph in this build. Interesting. Narcomoeba. Third Narcomoeba. Now, even if the Oracle's in their hand, they have plenty of creatures to go off with. And they're going off so confidently here, I suspect they probably have interaction. Oracle, Dread Return. Yeah, it's all here. We're good. GG. Okay, a sequencing error around forgetting exactly the nuances of the initiative may have cost the trophy there. Could have been one room further in the dungeon, which may have been win versus loss. But a 4-1 record within a hair's breadth of a trophy with this insane pile, I'll take that. And really the only conclusion we can draw is that obviously all of these extraneous materials and Universes Beyond cards are completely broken and unacceptable, because if you could just put 80 of them in a pile together and punt away a trophy, meanwhile people are playing a bunch of real cards and working hard and going 3-2, there's no justice in the world at all. That is a joke for those of you who actually feel that way. I think Universes Beyond are fine. I don't really like stickers, and I believe Wizards of the Coast made an announcement saying that they are working on a fix for stickers in constructed play. Whatever that ends up looking like, we'll see. But in general, all these cards are fine. Some of them are even bad, and today we ran hot. Reckless Stormseeker, actually pretty dope, and Boromir actually pretty dope, and then there's some other stuff here too. The real lesson is that Boros Initiative is really freaking good, even if you dilute it with an additional 20 cards that may or may not make any sense. Joe, thank you for this wild deck. Everybody, thanks for sticking with me to the end. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, check out the Patreon, and I'll see you next time.